When, if ever, is it wise to take profits, and how does that fit into the financial issues strategy? Well, it is not an official part of the strategy here at Financial Issues. Now, there have been isolated incidents, and very few, where we've temporarily, and this is back when Dan was alive, it temporarily encouraged the taking of profits as part of a way to increase the cash position. So it is not an official part of our strategy because we are not a trading strategy. So we don't say we're going to buy this stock, and if it goes up so much, we're going to take some profits and move around. We just don't take profits simply because something went up. Because, now think about this, if you take profits on something just because the stock was up, the next decision that you're going to have to make is, what are you going to do with the profit that you took? Obviously, you're going to want to reinvest it in another good company that can make a similar profit or a similar increase for you. Obviously, that will be a goal. You're not going to want to put it in something that is not expected to grow as much or generate a profit long term. But what if the company that you just sold happens to be the best place for new money? Now, what do? Do you go back and buy it again? Do you reduce your exposure to a company if you become overweighted? Yes, you do. That is when it makes sense to profit take. And I really wouldn't even call it profit taking at that point. I would just call it rebalancing your portfolio. So how much is too much to have in one company? Now, I want to make this distinction. I'm talking about individual companies, not mutual fund positions and not ETF positions. So individual companies. If one company makes up your entire sector weighting, so let's say that you have a target allocation for 5% of your portfolio in energy, and you have one company that makes up that 5%, then it makes a lot of sense to trim that position so that you can diversify your sector and get at least one more company that does something a little bit different within that same sector or industry. Now, another indication that you have too much in one company is that that company has become more than 5% of your overall portfolio. So our strategy is somewhat of a concentrated strategy. You know, we don't suggest that you own hundreds of companies inside your portfolio. We encourage that you hold somewhere between 25 and 35 individual companies if you're doing the investment strategy. But you don't want any one company to make up more than 5% of your portfolio. And another argument kind of against profit taking just for profit taking sake is taxes. So if you hold these companies in a taxable account and you're taking profits just because it's up and for no other reason, you may be subject to paying capital gains tax anywhere from 0% to 20% of the profit that you made. So you have to remember, it's not necessarily about how much you make, but how much you keep, after taxes.